Alright gang, this is going to be a little tricky to show you every single thing because I don't have an electronic copy of what I gave you. So I'm just going to do the math here and talk through it, and I'm not going to actually draw out every picture, okay? Most of you are just checking your answers anyway. So on this first one, I go from the left bottom point to the top right point, and when I counted, I got up 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, and over 2. So the slope on number 1 should be 5 over 2. Number 2, the line's going down. So as I go from the left to the right, it looks like I'm going down 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going down 4, and I'm going over 2. If you reduce that, that would actually be awesome. If these reduce, go ahead and reduce them. So the slope is actually a -2. So that's how I would do number 2. Just pick the 2 points that I've given you that look nice and count it out. Number 3 is also going down, so I immediately know it's negative. And it looks like it's going down 1, 2, 3, 4. It looks like it's going down 4 and over 3. Number 4 is going up again, and so if I start on the left, it looks like I go up 2. And then over 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, and it's going up, so I get to leave it as a positive. Okay, on number 5, the only directions, guys, were to find the slope. So your job is to look at this equation and remember that slope is the number that's with x. So on this one, the slope is 2. On number 6, the slope is -1/2. On 7, the slope is 4/5. And on 8, the slope is -1/4. Now, if you actually wrote out beside it, like down 1, right 2, up 4, right 5, that's beautiful. I prefer that, actually, because it's more practice on movement. But if you didn't, that's fine. That's all that it wanted here. Okay, number 9. You were supposed to sketch a graph. I do need a little more room here. On number 9, you're supposed to sketch a graph. Based on the fact that the x-intercept is 3 and the y-intercept is -2. So where do I cross the x-axis? Where do I cross the y-axis? I play connect the dots, and now I can do my slope. It looks like I'm going up 2 and over 3, and it needs to stay positive because I had to go up. So remember, everything is left to right. If you're messing up the up-down stuff, it means you are not going left to right. Just like you're reading a book, okay? Number 10, x-intercept is 2. Y-intercept is 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Don't get your x and y axis confused. Sometimes that happens. Now if I play the connect the dots, the line's going down as I go from the left to the right. So I need to go down 4 and right 2. So down 4 meant -4. I'm going to reduce this, so the slope is -2. All right, number 11. On 11, x-intercept is oh, no, it's not. X-intercept's +2. Y-intercept is -2. I'm going to play connect the dots. All right, now what? Now to get from this point to this point, it's up 2 and over 2. Stays positive because I went up. I reduce that, and I get a slope of 1. All right, number 12. I think this is the last one of this kind. X-intercept is -5. Y-intercept is -4. I play connect the dots. The line's going down, so I'm going down 4 and right 5. And that would be my slope. All right, hopefully now that you see it, even if it was weird for you, hopefully now that you see it, it's not too shabby, right? Okay, 13 is going to be graphing everything now. It's graphing this line. So the first one I'll go slow on, and then I'll go quickly after that. So as a refresher, when you see these numbers, yikes, okay, the number that's with the x, this one is the slope, and this one is the y-intercept. Notice I circled the negative that's in front of the 4, like it says -4, so that's a -4. So the y-intercept's -4, and that is my starting point. So I start down here, and then I do the slope from this point. So up 3 and then over 1, 2, 3, 4. And that would be my graph, okay? All right, there's 13. Now 14 is y equals negative 1/3 x minus 2. So once again, I'm going to start at whatever's in the back on my y-axis. So there's a point at negative 2. And now this is a negative 1/3, so since it's negative, to me that means down 1 and right 3. And that's what I'm going to do. Down 1, right 3. And then I can go, if you want another point up here just to make the graph good, just go in the opposite way. So if I did down 1 and right 3, if I do the exact opposite of up 1 and left 3, then I can get another good point up here, and it makes it a little bit easier to graph. So if you were wondering if you could go left and up instead, yes, that does work. I always do it the same way though, just so I don't get all mixed up when I'm trying to graph these, because you would hate to memorize the rule incorrectly, okay? Alright, so where do I start? Well, I start back here at +1, and that's where I start on the y-axis. And then I've got a 1 over 5, so that's an up 1 and an over 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And there, oops, I kind of missed it. We'll make it a little fatter. There we go. There's my graph. And the last one, number 16, y equals x plus 5. Okay, this one might have tripped some of you up because this is definitely a 5, and you probably did that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But then you might have been like, I don't know what the slope is. Yes, you do. If there's no number in front of x, it is an invisible 1. And if the slope is 1, and you need that to be a fraction, you can just put that 1 over another 1. And since it's positive, it's just up 1 and right 1. Up to the right, up to the right. So it should look something like that. All right, so hopefully that made sense. And if not, you can ask me in tutorials. But like I said, next week it really steps up. So you've got to be super good at this before you can go on to next week's lesson. All right, see you guys.